Peggy 16.
Hi, I'm Paul Sage.
Hi, I'm Nick Conkle.
Hi, I'm Dan Crenshaw.
And we're here to talk about the group gameplay in Tamriel. Yeah, so here what we're looking at is an overland boss monster. One of the things we looked at is the fact that people at first really kind of like to get their legs, so to speak, under them by playing alone. And so what we wanted to do is provide friction elements to really get people involved in playing with other people, because we don't want to force you to play with others. We want to give you encouragement.
So we opened up here with Sorcerer's Crystal Shard, kind of stun the guy right off. I'm the healer there, just went into lightning form. We'll do it again. Yeah. So that's going to reduce my damage. So I usually pop that when the boss has turned to target me. You see me blocking there as he unleashed his AoE. I popped the healing ward, or steadfast ward, on my buddy Eric there, since he was getting focused by the boss. And now I'm just spamming.
Yeah,
Mage's
when he gets to
Fury.
low health, it's time for Mage's Fury.
So we have
Pretty furious.
You know, the execute abilities in our game are really useful and very popular. So when you get a boss down to a certain health threshold, everyone kind of just goes into execute mode and try and finish them off as fast as you can.
This is trying to find a group member, and the fact that, you know, we don't want you to, we want to make sure that the world is big, and therefore we put lots of exploration points, but we don't want to artificially keep you from people by making it to where, you know, it takes an hour to get to somebody. So we have fast travel mechanisms where you can use either these way shrines, which is what you're seeing here, or you know, if you're actually in the group, you can teleport to that nearest group member, which may put you at a way shrine just because we have to put a safe place. But the idea is to get you with your group members as fast as possible.
Yeah, and being able to just pop open your map, click on that way shrine, and instantly teleport there anywhere that you've already discovered, is really nice.
And this is a Dark Anchor encounter.
Yeah, anytime you see something like this out in the world and you know, hey, there's 6 guys there and they're performing some sort of super ritual and I'm pretty sure something terrible is going to happen after that, you want to be able to quickly get a friend to come with you, because you're not going to be able to take that out by yourself probably. That guy's going to be fine. Trust me, guys.
I don't think he's going to be fine at all.
It's going to be great.
he's floating in midair.
Yeah. Yeah, so he got sacrificed, and in his place, bad things.
I think one of the funniest things about Dark Anchor,
he's going to be fine too.
Oh, he's not going to be fine at all.
No, that feels good.
Yeah. Poor guy floating up into the sky.
Countdown to 1 shot. 3, 2, 1. 1 shot.
There's nothing wrong with sneaking up with a bow.
P.S. That guy was dead. 1 shot. Give him the AoEs.
The idea is that Molag Bal, who's this, you know, a Daedric prince, is trying to pull the world, which is called Nirn, into his realm of Cold Harbor, and basically make it a bad time for everybody. So this is one of those anchor points, and that's why you see all of his minions spawning in. These Daedra are trying to prepare the way for him to bring Nirn into Cold Harbor.
This Dark Anchor's not given up easily. You know, I think we're pretty well positioned here to make sure that we can, you know, but we can see monsters. Every person's engaged in an individual little fight, and Dan sort of in the back healing, but also dealing with guys that are rushing at him. So there's just enough action that if you aren't coordinated and working together like this, then, you know, everyone will just scatter and die on their own. So,
you know, Dark Anchor's really started to take off when we introduced the mechanics of you know, the switches there, or the pinions that you have to release, and you have to decide, okay, which one of us is going to go stop fighting the monsters to go run over and hit the pinions. It just added, you know, a few more interesting decision points in the gameplay there.
yeah, I really like the feel of it versus how, like, it used to feel more like an arena, you know, a game style, and this is more like Bal's trying to defend himself, throwing everything he's got at you, and you sort of have to just deal with all the problems, and they're just coming constantly. Probably want to protect the healer there. Yeah, there you go. Oh, is that the crystal mortar there? I love that one. Yeah, I really like just how it's just a continuous wave of all kinds of terrible things from all kinds of terrible Daedric enemies, right? And, you know, and because of that unpredictability, you want to make sure you bring a you know, really flexible party and build to the situation.
You know, when we switch back and forth between first person and third person, you know, I know a lot of the guys around here like to play in third person, just because of the situational awareness. But almost every time I'll play in first person, just because I really like the level of detail it provides, and some of the cues are easier to read actually.
I like the bow first person in particular too. There's something about the aiming that feels very good to me when I play that way versus in melee. A lot more often I like to play in third person. I think something worth pointing out too about what you're seeing on screen right here is it's the Dragon Knight Firestaff build, but he's wearing heavy armor. So it's kind of an unusual combination, right? There isn't really an archetype that fits with per se. It's a little mage, it's a little battle mage. And it's just something that people found on their own. It wasn't necessarily something we built the game around. It was a build that emerged naturally when people sort of found the synergy between the Firestaff and some of the Dragon Knight abilities. So it's pretty popular, and it's also quite survivable. You can see him both tanking and dishing out some pretty solid AoE damage. So
I really think my Clan Fear is beating us all.
The Clan Fear, that thing's doing work. Get on Clan Fear. Yeah, he's taking on that Storm Mage knock.
Oh, that was the Templar spear.
Yeah, spearing him for days there.
Ability.
You know, I think if you're playing the Bow Templar, certainly that spear ability that knocks him down.
Yeah, it's pretty cornerstone.
Yeah, is very helpful. And then if you take the bow ability, which is Scatter Shot, you've got another knockdown, so you can take on 3 opponents pretty easily.
Yeah, so I chose the Sorcerer Healer because I love the heal staff abilities first off, and the Sorcerer gets a ton of mana regen.
Dark Exchange.
Yeah, and the Dark Exchange ability, which basically lets me sacrifice stamina, which as a healer I'm not using a whole lot,
right.
To regen both health and mana. So
yeah.
just awesome all around.
Well, speaking of sacrifices,
yeah.
we have this have this going on. You know, for practice being illegal, Daedric worship sure does play a lot.
It's awfully prevalent.
Yeah.
This is a harvester. You can see that there's a little orb on the side of your screen there that just got exploded. That will gradually restore health if you don't stop it from getting to the harvester. That's sort of how you take her down. And there's 4 of them that spawn, and you have to take them out before they get to her.
Ooh, nice dodge.
Yeah, that was a pretty sweet dodge roll.
I think a harvester is actually one of our unique Daedra for Elder Scrolls Online, correct?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. So that's at the end of all the waves, or all the sort of continuous waves. There's one giant boss, and then you get the opportunity to knock out the thing for good, which is what's happening here. And you can see like it was a really bad place. The world was warped around this, and after you take it out, it sort of returns to normal. You know, the skies go back to clear.
Yeah,
Pretty sparkles.
Yeah, take that, Molag Ball.
Stay out of our Tamriel.